What is going on, you beautiful people? Welcome to the WWE WrestleMania Night 1 live post show. My name is Ango, and of course, if you guys didn't know, I am unfortunately sick. Don't know what I've caught. I said it the other day. I don't know if it's COVID or something else or whatever it may be, but I've been battling these symptoms for a couple days now, and I feel bad for missing content, and I feel bad for missing streams. But it's WrestleMania week, and I'm trying my best, ladies and gentlemen. So I appreciate your patience and everything like that. Wow. Cody Rhodes just got pinned. WrestleMania 40 just got off the air. The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes. Pretty sure Cody is finishing the story tomorrow. And that's something I'm definitely excited about. Overall, I enjoyed WrestleMania. I enjoyed WrestleMania Night 1, but I do have my concerns. Obviously, we will talk about that, but I will say the Bloodline, the main event really, the last two matches for me really like bumped up my overall view of the show because I thought it was a fun show. I thought it was a good show. The problem with WWE, when you do 2 nights of WrestleMania, one night is always going to be better than the other. And if you look at the card for both nights, it just seems like night 2 is probably the best. I think so. At least since WWE has started this 2-night WrestleMania thing. Night 2, WrestleMania 40 looks like it's stacked. But I do think a lot of the matches were booked pretty damn well. Everything was logical. Everything kept on moving. The big thing for me when I look at WrestleMania 40 is, did it make sense? Okay, yes. Was it entertaining? That's subjective. Everybody's going to have a different opinion on that. But I feel like for the most part, I was entertained. And did it keep the product moving forward or a storyline moving forward or something like that? And I feel like everything really delivered, but I do want to say the match that was shockingly the worst to me was Jimmy and Jey Uso. I don't know. I had no emotional connection to that match, considering it's a brother versus brother feud, and there's so many layers to that storyline. I feel like that was very anticlimactic. Whereas, like with Cody and Seth and Roman and The Rock, I feel like I was more emotionally attached to it. So it's like really strange, I guess. Really strange to feel that way. Because I thought Jimmy and Jay, that match had like the most, I should have been the most emotionally intrigued in that match. Just because it's like one of the longer storylines going into WrestleMania 40. But overall, I thought WrestleMania 40 was really solid. Sami Zayn did dethrone Gunther. And wow, I cannot believe that prediction was completely off. Sami Zayn did a freaking brain buster off the top rope, which I haven't seen him do it in WWE maybe once, but for the most part, it's been banned in the WWE. So like that was really crazy. Fuck, Sami Zayn winning, dude. Like that just, the way he came out to the ring and the way, you know, his wife was there and his child, and like fucking so cool, man. So cool. And like I just want to give WWE props. The Intercontinental Championship is so rad, bro. So rad. And I feel like with WrestleMania 40, every match had a solid build, you know, but for me it's about the execution too. And when I see Sami Zayn and Gunther, like the first thing I immediately thought of was Chad Gable. Chad Gable couldn't beat Gunther, but Sami Zayn did. My fucking mind is blown, dude. That's going to be some really cool storytelling that they get to. Some really cool storytelling. And I'm super excited about that. What's even more exciting is to see what Gunther does next. Because I think, like, as I was watching today, this guy is ready for anything. He's ready for anything. Excuse me, I apologize, guys. Yeah, just like with Gunther could be world heavyweight champion, he could be WWE champion. You can move him to SmackDown in the draft later this month or next month, whatever it is. And I think with Gunther, like he just possesses the skill. He just possesses the skill to be top guy in the company. And he really changed the way the IC title is perceived in WWE. And I love that. Like you got to give credit where it's due. You know what I'm saying? And that was something for me that like, fuck. I did not expect Sami Zayn to win. I did not. I think everybody's predictions, when I did my predictions, I think everybody was kind of like, oh yeah. The reason why they put Gunther and Sami Zayn together is because they're going to give it to Gunther, you know? And now, man, they really stuck with it. I thought that was cool. We got 2 super chats. Andre Benson, $5, says, did you notice there were some boos for Cody during the last match? Wonder the response he gets tomorrow. It's not because people hate Cody. I think the thing is, this happens with every WrestleMania. You know, you're going to have your pro Rock, Roman Reigns, and then you're going to have your pro Cody. Those same people that boo Cody are the same ones doing the whoa. And you got to keep that in mind, Andre. Like, that's wrestling fans will be wrestling fans. You know what I'm saying? So Cody shouldn't have anything to worry about. His reaction will be completely fine. I do genuinely believe he is finishing the story. It's the right choice. It's the right choice. And I definitely want to talk about that main event match. We will definitely talk about it. Andre, thank you for the super chat, brother. Sorry about that, guys. I'm on no sleep. I haven't been sleeping these last few days, so I do apologize. My throat is completely dry and fucking destroyed. Andre, thank you again for the super chat. Rick Corella dropped a $5 super chat. One of the biggest issues I had was, could the ref be obvious, whispering to Jimmy and Jay? I ended up watching the ref more. Oh, I didn't see that. I honestly don't pay attention to things like that. There was a moment in the ladder match where Damian Priest was trying to get on the ladder, but the ladder was apparently broken. And one of the refs was like trying to tap his foot to let him know. I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't know that until after the fact. I don't pay attention to those little things because they don't typically have anything to do with like the story. But my issue with Jimmy and Jay was they didn't really lean into the melodramatic like cinema that they typically do with the bloodline stuff. And I thought they would have done that for sure. Which is strange. One thing I will say, Rick, Jimmy and Jay, maybe they go and do a trilogy. To me, I kind of felt like there was more to be desired. So maybe that's what they end up doing. I don't know. But crazy to even think about because I don't know. I think tomorrow we'll get a better idea. I think we'll get a way better idea tomorrow about what to expect. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get Solo Sikoa involved in there, and Jimmy and Solo were not involved in the main event either. That is something to pay attention to. Rick, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Miles Roberson, 10 months for the partner, for the membership. Thank you. What is up, Ango? I'm feeling Sami winning leads to the heel Chad. With Roman and Rock winning, I'm hoping Rock turns and Cody better win. Excuse me. Not a bad Jade debut. The Rock accidentally got speared by Roman Reigns. Keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. That was fucking nuts, too. That was one of my favorite parts in the match because when the Rock gets speared, I'm like, oh fuck, The Rock might cost Roman the match tomorrow now. And it makes sense, right? The Rock is the one who pinned Cody. He's the one who's doing all the work. He got speared by Roman. Now he has an actual incentive to fuck over Roman Reigns. I also think WWE, Cody Rhodes versus The Rock is a storyline that they move into post WrestleMania. So they planted the seed for that. Thank you, Miles. Denisha dropped $1.99. She says, Ango, Stone Cold, and John Cena coming tomorrow. Hey, you never know. You never know. It's a possibility. I know there's some rumors, but you never know. I think Cody's not fucked. That's for sure. Cody's got the bloodline rules, but the Avengers will assemble. Cody's going to get the job done. So I am excited about that for sure. Thank you, Denisha, for the super chat. Richard Cohn dropped $1 super chat. No comment with it, but that's Richard's first super chat on this live stream. So thank you. Cedric extending his membership for 19 months. Predictions for the World Heavyweight Championship match tomorrow. Yeah, Drew McIntyre is going to win, and Damian Priest will fail his cash in. We will talk about those tag title belts as well, because that was fucking cool. Yeah, I think Cedric, for me, the big thing about the World Championship is how does CM Punk get involved with it? That's the big question mark for me. How does CM Punk get involved? Thank you, Cedric, by the way. Appreciate it. Tanya just dropped a $5 super chat. What do you think about Judgment Day losing the titles and Rhea keeping hers? Please feel better. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, I mean, it's what I predicted, right? Rhea keeping her belt, Judgment Day losing theirs. I think Damian Priest loses his cash in. Dominic Mysterio lost. Judgment Day, outside of Rhea, they're all failures. They're all fucking failures. And I think that's like a really cool part of the storyline, honest to God. I think, Tanya, for me, the best part about that specific story is that Judgment Day is going to be changing. And I think it's not going to take much longer. So I'm excited about it. Definitely excited. What do I think about Judgment Day losing the tag titles? I thought the way they did it was really cool with the ladder match. You know what I'm saying? They don't look weak by any means. My ear just popped. I apologize. So with like the ladder match, right? Nobody looks weak. Grayson Waller in theory winning the SmackDown titles makes sense. I love what they're doing on SmackDown. On Raw, awesome truth. I think we'll get the new title belt designs. I'm just happy for everybody involved. But the cool thing with Damian Priest and Finn Balor is that like they're gonna be on to bigger and better stories anyways. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. For those who are angry about putting spoilers in the title, WWE does the same fucking shit. So yeah. Tanya, thanks for the super chat. Andre Benson dropping a $5 super chat. I see Cody finishing the story too. They are in Philadelphia. That Philly crowd are savages, but that Roman versus Cody match is going to be a movie. Crazy. Yeah. It's going to be overbooked like crazy. It's going to be super overbooked. And like when I talk about overbooked too, like I want to be pretty fucking clear. They are going to have Jimmy and Solo and everybody, Seth, and everybody's going to come to the aid of Cody. If you have Cena and The Rock and Stone Cold all involved, it's going to get messy, but that crowd will erupt. And I think WWE is just ready. One thing I will say too, and I don't want to fancy around this idea or like try to glorify this idea or anything, because I didn't really hear too much about it, but what's his name? Pat McAfee was saying on commentary tonight that Roman's leukemia, something about it being back, or he's still dealing with it, or whatever it may be. I don't know the exact detail, but it just kind of got me thinking like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, huge Roman Reigns fan, obviously. And before I could even think or consider, like, obviously, yeah, like the match will be really cool and I'm excited about it, but I just hope Roman Reigns is okay, because he's one of my favorites, man. He's got to drop the belt, but More importantly, I want him to beat cancer. So, yeah. Andre, thank you again for the super chat. Rick Corrales dropping another super chat, $5. What about Asuka missing Kari? Mistake or a turn coming? I don't know. See, that's the thing. I thought it was a mistake. Damage control to me shouldn't be breaking up, but you never know. I guess anything is possible, right? That's how I look at it. Anything is possible. Asuka missing Kari. I love that 6-woman tag match, by the way. Jade, Bianca, Naomi, their entrance, Damage Control's entrance, really cool. I thought everybody looked good. I thought it was booked well. The misting thing to me just looked like a mistake. But if they do want to have a long-term storyline of them breaking up, then that's just a little Easter egg or a little seed that's been planted. Doesn't mean anything, but eventually it's there if they need to come back to it. So that's kind of how I look at it. But I like it. And Damage Control losing is not that big of a deal. They've been on a huge reign for the last year. So not a big deal at all. Thank you, Rick, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Dan Moser dropping super chat for $4.99. Ango, I have to ask, I was at the NXT PLE today. What did you think about that triple threat match? I thought it was totally dope. Also feel better. Oh, excuse me. Dan, let me say this. That NXT pay-per-view was fucking awesome. Very, very, very awesome. I wish I was able to do a review, honestly. Give me a second. I was hoping to do a review of NXT. That triple threat, it's kind of like what I predicted, right? Like it might be match of the night or match of the pay-per-view. That whole pay-per-view was really good booking. But Obafemi, we know he's good. We know Dijak is great. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. We know all three of those guys are good. We know Briggs is good, but the reality is that we don't know how all three of them were going to work out, and they ended up being really good together. So I thought it was fire. And they did announce the Women's North American Championship as well. So it's been a year in the making, but they finally went with it, and I'm super excited about it. Thank you, Dan, for the super chat. Phil Batway dropping $1.99. Who do you think Waller and Theory face first? Man, I think Pretty Deadly or New Catch Republic are definitely top of the list. But AOP, Street Profits, they got a plethora of tag teams on SmackDown, so keep that in mind. Oh my God. I do apologize, guys. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the tag title split is a really good idea. As you guys can imagine, I've been waiting for that to happen forever. You know what I mean? I've been waiting for the tag title split for a very long time. It's been a huge issue for me, so as you can imagine, I'm very excited. Maybe it doesn't sound like I'm excited, but I'm all fucked up anyways right now. Yeah, Julia's in NXT, so that's pretty cool too. I'll tell you guys, just overall WrestleMania, really fun show. Not, if I'm being honest with you guys, like somebody made a point on Twitter. They're like, man, WrestleMania doesn't seem grand anymore. I forgot who tweeted it. I responded to it, but one of my points that I was making in my response was that WWE does stadium shows all the time now. So ultimately, at the end of the day, like the more they happen, the less important they feel. But WrestleMania is cool, man. It was cool. Rhea, her entrance was fire. They kicked off the show. Her and Becky. Becky had a 102 fever and strep throat, which I don't even know how the fuck that happens. I don't even know how they let her wrestle like that, to be honest. But that was a fucking great match. Fucking awesome. So props to those ladies. The ladder match, fucking awesome. Everybody cool as fuck. Everybody was great in there. Chaotic and nutty, but that's wrestling. Dominic, oh bro, Andrade and Ray winning was a shock to me as well. So those were like two predictions. That and the IC title, fucking crazy. Yeah. Andrade and Ray winning was cool. They are storytelling a lot with that feud, so I'm excited about that. Should see what happens. 6-women tag match was good. Like I said, there was nothing really bad. The only thing I thought that, like, Jimmy and Jay was surprisingly the worst thing on the card for me. And even that, it wasn't that bad. I expected a little bit more because of how their story probably had the most, like, actual, like, I probably had the most emotional connection to it. Tattoo Nick dropped $4.99, says, I think they are saving the best for Sunday, and I really hope you feel better soon. I hope so too, bro. I hope so too. I don't know. I thought maybe I just had a cold, but every day I've been, like, getting different symptoms, so strange. And the thing is, I had COVID before, so I don't know. Like, this isn't the same thing as my COVID symptoms before, and I don't even know if COVID's still around, but fucking, it is what it is, you know? Just, it sucks. It sucks because I get so excited about WrestleMania week, and, like, even watching WrestleMania, like, I wasn't as comfortable. I was getting the sweats and, like, getting hot and just all this stuff, and stomach and nausea and this and that, and I'm like, damn, bro, I can't even watch wrestling in peace. I'm barely eating. I feel pale as shit. I take like 3 showers a day. So yeah, it sucks. It is what it is, though. Tattoo Nick, thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you. David Cushmore dropping $4.99. Is Bayley going to lose to Io Sky because of damage control interference? Is Bayley going to be outnumbered? Don't know. My prediction is that damage control was going 0 for 2 this year, so we'll see what happens. But I really don't know. I think Bayley should win. Triple H knows you got to make the fans happy, and Philadelphia is way too cold, bro. Philadelphia is like 40 degrees out. You know what I mean? You make them fans happy, give the belt to Cody and Bayley, and call it a day, and everybody will be good. So that's kind of how I look at it. But thank you, David, for the super chat. Guys, I appreciate you all so much for coming through, but I'm going to call it a night. I tried. I really did. I feel so fucking bad, bro. I feel bad, but this is not ideal. You know what I'm saying? It's not ideal, and I feel fucking sad as hell even streaming like this, but I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's our post show. And yeah, God bless. I will see you guys tomorrow. You know what's going to make me feel better? When Cody Rhodes finishes the fucking story, bro. I look forward to that. Please finish the story, Cody. Please finish the fucking story. That's what I look forward to. But all right, guys, I will see you all. I'm going to go get some sleep and take care. Appreciate y'all.